Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Stonekeep. When last we left off, we're still exploring the Dwarven fortress, and there's not much more of it left to explore. It is just Drake and Karzak right now, as Domba has returned to his workshop, and Farli has been banished from the clan hall. We also found a Throg in disguise, pretending to be a dwarf called Grak. We defeated that Throg, and now we're going to go and have a look at what the Throg was so interested in. Namely, this illusionary wall that leads to some scrolls. And what do the scrolls have on them? Magic, of course. A number of meta runes that we're going to definitely be using. This one makes whatever spell you have with the meta rune activated on it affect a large area. With healing, that's quite handy.
Power 3 meta rune. Greatly increases the power of a rune.
This is a very useful rune. It'll make our fireballs that much more deadly. They will cost more mana, however. And there's this one.
Duration meta rune. The rune effect lasts longer.
It's not that useful to us right now. It would have been very useful with the spell that made our footsteps silent, but we haven't had to use that for a while. And then there are a few duplicates because we found the scrolls earlier on.
Power 2 meta rune. Increases the power of a rune.
We already have that one. And there's this one as well.
Potency meta rune. The magic resistance of the target is lowered.
If you didn't have any of the runes here, finding this place is quite handy. And we definitely didn't have these ones. Let's mark them down, shall we? They are in the meta rune section, which is here. There is area effect. There is this one, which is a ×3 rune effectively, so we're going to mark it as such. And then there is this one, which is increase duration. We might want to use that one at some point, but not right now. Now that we've been through here, we need to do a little bit more exploring before we go and see if we can help the dwarves out at all. We can, and we'll find out how when we go back to the leader of the clan hall. There is this location and one barrel, but this dwarf is blocking the way. That's alright if we turn around. We're now on the other side of that square, which means that we can step away and reach this barrel. And what's in this barrel? Absolutely nothing. But hey, we broke it, and we could have found some awesome things, but there aren't any awesome things to have there. There's one more place that we want to look at, and that is this location. We're going to find a character there that we've already met, and we're going to find out just what that dwarf does in the clan hall. We're going to go this way, and we're going to head north into here. Let's read this.
This is Gildor's armory. He sells weapons and armor to outsiders. He hasn't been busy lately.
Understandable, considering the fact that not many people could probably get here safely. Let's talk to Gildor, shall we? Hello!
You wanted to see me?
Yes, I have heard of your travels. News travels quickly in the Underlands. I believe we may have similar goals.
I'm not sure if I understand what you're talking about.
Well, let me just say that I think the same about Throgs and their shamans as you do. And anything you do regarding them is acceptable to me.
Yes, I see now.
Good. Please look around, my little shop. If you see anything you like, pick it up and come and talk to me about payment. Here is the price list. They are very reasonable.
They are very reasonable. Let's read it and see just how much everything costs here.
Good prices, I think.
It is pretty good. We could buy a number of these things. We do have quite a lot of money. We're not going to be spending our money to do so, however. Let's have a look at what Gildor has. There are 2 healing potions here. There is a metal shield and a non-metal shield. If we look here, there is an axe, there's a helmet, and one of the flaming daggers. And over here is some dwarven plate mail, one of the better helmets, and some chain mail. There's also an area over here. Gildor is not going to mind if we go into here and have a look. He's also not going to mind if we go in here and take all of his money. We might as well put it in our bag of money. The money that we're not going to be using, because there's another way to get all of the items in here. There's also a way to get into the locked room in the Dwarven Fortress that is otherwise inaccessible, and it is that door there. To do so, you have to kill Gildor. We're not going to be killing Gildor here, however. We're going to be buying one of these healing potions. You can't hand the healing potion over to Gildor, you have to put it on the table, and then Gildor will ask for however much it's worth.
That will be just a single gold piece.
You could hand over the bag of money, and then Gildor would take the amount of money that he needed for the purchase, and then hand it back to you. But we're not going to be paying with money. We're going to be showing Gildor this feather. We got one of these feathers from a Throg shaman. Have a look at this, Gildor.
You have slain a Throg shaman, haven't you?
Yes?
A Throg shaman, maybe the shaman you have killed, captured and tortured my family. Perhaps their inner souls will rest in peace now, no longer crying for vengeance. Please help yourself to my goods. Take what you will, no charge.
Thank you very much. We will take everything here. We don't really need everything here, but we'll take what we can anyway. At this point, the shop is really here so that you can get things that you may have missed earlier on. Apart from the healing potions, they're always useful, and they're priced at a single gold piece anyway. Even if you hadn't got anything at any point money-wise throughout the game, you could take the money in the treasure chest in the back room and you'd have enough money to get all of the healing potions. I don't think Gildor ever restocks, so we're not going to be coming back here ever again. The reason why there is a lock here is so that you can lock the door should you decide you want to kill Gildor and get the key to that locked room. The key that we don't want. We're going to go down here and we're going to go and talk to the leader of the clan hall. There's a matter that we can help the clan hall with. A rather dangerous one. Hello, how are you?
Drake, we have a problem in the hall. I hope you can help us.
Tell me more.
This is a small hall, an outpost from the great dwarven cities. We have been working these passages from the stone, but we have come across a great evil. There is a creature of the darkness roaming these corridors. We unleashed it, and it has been preying on us ever since.
What is it?
An undead warrior, one of great power. We have sent many of our warriors to their death in the corridors to the east. Find it, kill it. I will reward you, and we will be very grateful.
I'll check it out.
We will indeed. The reward for doing this is the contents of that treasure chest, and you'll note that we can open the treasure chest even though we haven't killed the undead warrior. If you do that, he gets rather annoyed, and if you take the items, well, we can go this way by turning around and then backing up, and we can find a small area over here. There is a really good item here. The magic throwing axe. The magic throwing axe does what you think it would. You can throw it and it does quite a lot of damage. And here is a magical horn. I don't remember what that does. The magic throwing axe is unique compared to the other throwing axes in that it will always return to your hand. You don't need to go and pick it up, giving you a ranged weapon which doesn't consume any ammunition. We have a mission we need to do. We need to go to the eastern area of the Dwarven Fortress, which you access by going this way, and defeat an undead warrior. The undead warrior is very tricky. The only hostile enemy in the Dwarven Fortress apart from Grak. And the undead warrior can kill you quite quickly. That is because there is only you and Karzak at this point. And if you didn't rescue Karzak, there is only Drake. That said, Drake can quite easily take care of the undead warrior at this point, if you've been picking up all of the orbs. We want to go, I think, this way? Yes, we do. And we don't need to get any healing from the fountain, because we are at full health. This way will lead to the other area of the fortress, the area that they've been digging out. An area full of danger. We can go down, or we can go this way. Let's go this way for now. There is nothing here, and so we must head south instead. You'll know when we're in the dangerous area when the music changes into a quite sinister tune. Let's just have a look here. Nothing here. This bit signifies the change in the area. The music fades away and is replaced with a far more sinister tune. This is the area that they have dug out. This is the area where the clan hall have unleashed a deadly, deadly evil. We need to defeat this undead warrior. Yes, there is. We're going to find out soon enough. We're just going to explore very carefully. Here are the remains of one of the dwarves that they sent to deal with this undead warrior. Here's another one. And here is a mining pick and a skull. And there's also this here. We might need that at some point. We'll grab this as well. They were most certainly trying to dig out new areas when they came across this undead monster. Let's just go this way. I don't think we've gone this way. No, we have not. More remains. They've sent quite a few people to deal with this undead. There's a skull there, and another pile of bones. We're not in any immediate danger just yet, because you need to attract the undead warrior's attention, and you do that by attacking where the undead warrior is. We haven't yet found that area, but we will. It does a really good... I think we might be getting rather close, considering that that is there. Let's look around everywhere else first. They've certainly gone to a lot of effort to try and keep whatever is here separated from everywhere else. Or maybe that was there before. A warning for people not to go into here. Maybe. There's some more remains here. This is all a big circle, I believe. Let's have a look. Yes, this is all a big circle, so we want to go into there. And we want to get ready for quite a dangerous fight. I think it's time to use one of those orbs that we haven't used up until now. We're going to step forward, and this will open up for us. And if we go around here, there is a sarcophagus. In the sarcophagus is a mummy. A very dangerous foe that is unique to this area. What we want to do is we want to finally use all of these arrows. We just need to get the quiver for the arrows. Where is that quiver? I believe there it is. We want to put this here and use the bow. We haven't used the bow up until now. We're going to show just how effective it is. There it is. We'll just put the sword away. And we're going to use this orb. The orb that dramatically increases your attack speed. For we want to defeat this undead warrior exceptionally quickly before it can even get that close to us. Let's just do this. Using it there, we'll activate a green aura around Drake, which will make him attack really quickly. We step forward here, and we step forward here, and once we attack, we will unleash the mummy. There it is! It's very dangerous. It's time to deal with it. Using our chain bow! Fire! And it is gone! That is a very tricky foe if you decide to face that opponent without using this aura from the orb. But we used our resources effectively, and we only used about 30-40 arrows. We don't need to worry about the arrows being separate anymore, because we have the magic throwing axe. Let's just pick all of these up. We did use a lot of arrows. I don't think I've ever dealt with this opponent in any other way. I think I may have tried to fight the mummy once and then died or took a lot of damage and then thought, hey, maybe I should use that orb that I've got that makes all of my attacks really quick. I imagine in melee, the mummy is rather dangerous. Here is a magic ring. We should probably use this, and we'll pass this over to Karzak. Karzak can use magic rings as well. It's very handy to share them out. What does this do?
Use the double power of rune. Increased mana use expected.
That is not just one instance of redundancy. That is a instance of redundancy on the same floor. We've already encountered that rune twice before. There is nothing else here. And so, the undead warrior is defeated. Let's go and report on our success. Imagine the story on how we defeated it. Did you defeat the undead warrior? Well, yes, I just used this magic orb that I have that makes me attack really quickly, and then I fired lots of arrows at it. Perhaps we weren't fighting that creature the right way. Have I gone around? Yep, I've gone around way too far. Let's back up and head the right way, shall we? We need never come back to this area ever again. This way will lead back to the area of the clan hall where the dwarves are, and we will go and say, hey, we've done it, can we have our reward now? And then we will have our reward. It is quite a good reward. This whole bit with the undead warrior is entirely optional. You don't have to do this. There are no orbs as rewards for doing it, but the items you get are certainly payment enough, especially considering the very low amount of resources you have to consume to defeat this enemy. This unique enemy that has no dialogue. It's a shame that the enemy doesn't have something to say. A warning to issue, or just to say that it's going to kill us. But never mind. We are here now, back in the area where there are dwarves walking around, now safe from the threat of the undead monstrosity that we have defeated. There is one piece of dialogue that we can uncover if we walk around here. I think there's somebody that will talk about a dwarf we've encountered. Just, is it you? It is not you. Maybe it's someone up there. I think it may be someone up here. Let's have a look. It's not you, or maybe it is you, and I just haven't approached from the right angle. Sometimes dialogue won't trigger if you're facing in a certain direction. Hello, you two. Don't mind me. We're just going to report on our success. Let's just check if we're going the right way. We are going the right way. Marvellous. We just need to turn this way, and we'll leave you spinning around in a circle. Don't mind us. Just head down here and over here. We've done it! We defeated the undead warrior. It was remarkably easy.
Have you put that undead thing to rest?
Yes, it shall bother you no more.
I am very grateful. You have saved many of my people's lives. The gifts in the chest are yours.
I have a question. What is an Uk-Tagoth?
It literally means the forgotten. If a dwarf breaks a great law, then he is called Uk-Tagoth and banished from our halls. The Uk-Tagoth will never return.
Thank you for telling me.
It is hard, Drake, but we will all get over it.
And so we have defeated the undead warrior, and discovered exactly the predicament that Farli is now in. Never to return to the clan hall ever again. Perhaps you may see Farli at some point, perhaps not. For now, we have this scroll.
This rune magic requires a previously inscripted point to complete the magic circle to home.
This is the second part of the teleport rune spell. It's very useful. We're going to put this scroll here, and then we're going to pick up this magic shield. It's a very good shield indeed, and we're probably going to be using it for the rest of the game. Let's just mark that rune. Here we go. Second part of teleport. At some point, we'll have to use that combination of runes to teleport to one location. Especially rune circles. You want to ideally have the teleport thing active so that when you're running low on magic, you can then go and return to a mana circle, replenish your magic, and then head back to where you were. Unfortunately, you can't use the spell to then go back to where you teleported from. You'll have to walk there and go the long way round. we're pretty much done with everything that we can do here in McClan Hall. We will be returning at some point because we do need to find the third part of that thing that Domber is working on. We only have 2 of the pieces, however. Let's head over here, out and away, back into the feeding grounds. For when we come back, folks, we have more exploring to do. Unfortunately, without Domber or Farli. Farli did not wait here. Farli has gone, and we have all of the second floor to explore. Hopefully, Drake and Karzak will be capable enough of taking care of whatever threats we encounter. With a magic throwing axe, I wager we're not going to do so badly. And we might as well, pass this over here. There we go. Much better. And when we come back, folks, we're going to head to the second floor of the feeding grounds and have a look around. Maybe we'll find out why this place is called the feeding grounds. What could possibly be being fed here? It's quite a large area. We'll find out soon enough. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. But wait, what happens if we decide to take the reward that we would get for defeating the undead monster without defeating the undead monster?
Is not your property.
That is the only warning you get that you're about to really anger all the dwarves here. But you know what? We're Drake, the hero! We're trying to save Stonekeep. We need these items. And besides, avatar tags. We'll take that, and we'll take this. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
I was mistaken about you.
A lot of bad things happen. Karzak leaves the group, and will never come back. And now every dwarf that we encounter is going to try and kill us. We could try and fight, but we won't win. Not with just us. And so, we die for stealing something that wasn't ours. You may think that when we took all of the items from the store we were stealing then, but we weren't, as we had permission to take everything we wanted without paying for it. And so, the moral of this is, don't take the reward before you've actually done the thing that you're going to get rewarded for. In the Dwarf Fortress, you get killed for it. And so, when we come back, folks, we'll be back in the feeding grounds first floor, and Drake and Karzak are going to go to the second floor and have a look around there. With luck, they'll be able to take on all the foes that are there, and we'll be able to find out just what lies beyond the feeding grounds. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.